Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a kind of review tutorial for you guys on some products that I got from Pure Cosmetics. They have been sending me a lot of stuff lately and I have to thank them for that. So thank you guys for sending these items to me. So I decided, to go ahead and make a kind of like a full review tutorial of the products they sent me, and I feel as though I have enough to kind of give a better idea of how I feel about the company, the quality, and the brand and stuff like that. Alright, so I got some foundation from them. I got some brow stuff. I have mascara. I have lip products, and I also have a highlighting palette and a bronzing palette. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the foundations that I got from them. And they sent me their new Hydro Fluid Water Serum foundations. And this is how they look. I'll show you guys a close-up so you could see those. And they come in a package like this. They sent me 5 shades, so I'm going to say this is the whole line. One thing I would like to mention is, they do have deeper tones in this line of foundation, but I wish they could broaden it a bit more on the deeper side and on their lighter side, because a friend of mine who's very, very pale, she couldn't find a foundation with that I have right here that match. It was too dark for her. So, you might want to kind of broaden the color spectrum just a bit. The other things I'm going to talk about is their highlighting palette, and this is a more of the shimmery kind of highlight. Well, not shimmery, but this is more of a kind of glowing type of highlight, and they have 3 colors in one palette. They have 2 palettes actually. This is how it comes. Kind of looks like a chocolate bar, and then when you open it, it looks like chocolate. Maybe that was their idea. We love chocolate Pure. But yeah, it looks like chocolate. I want to take it out without damaging the packaging because I like the box, so I want to keep the box. Okay, so this is how the second one look. The first one is called Sunkissed, which is more for warmer tones, deeper skin tones, okay, medium to deeper skin tones. And then the other one is called Moonlight Glow, which is good for like paler complexions to pink, neutral kind of undertones, okay? So that's how this one looks. It's very cool, pinky toned. Okay, this one is a bit warm, but these more are on the cool kind of spectrum there. All right, I also got this huge bronzing palette from them. Package is so pretty, you guys, so pretty. This is what makes some people turn into makeup hoarders, is the packaging. But this is the size of the bronzer. I do like how it looks, but I can't use this bronzer. I could probably use this on my very, very pale friend, but I cannot use this. So I would hope they will come out with another one that's a bit more darker than this. Maybe about 3 shades darker. Okay, that would really be nice, and have some, nice golden tone, bronzy tones on the top, because the top parts are like a satin finish, and then the bottom 3 are a matte kind of bronzer, okay? And they're kind of taupey, if that makes sense. They're taupey and cool toned. All right, so this probably wouldn't work the best on me. Maybe this color right up here, but the other ones just might not work for me. Okay, so that's something they might want to look into in creating a deeper toned bronzer. Okay, this one is called Give Back Glow 4. This one is helping the Action Against Hunger campaign, so they donate a part of the funds to that organization, which is really great. Okay, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. All right, and this palette is called Glow Together. And with that name, I would hope there's a darker bronzer. Okay, all right, but still thankful that they sent it. I'm not being ungrateful or anything. It's just there are darker women out there, so yeah. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys how. Oh no, I'm not even done yet. They also sent me brow stuff, and these are their brow powders. Browder, that's what they're calling them, browder. I'm gonna put a close-up for you guys. Perfecting brow powder, and it gives a very natural look to the brows without making it look super harsh or anything like that. It has powder on like a wand tool, but you have to be careful when using it. You might want to do your brows before you put on foundation. For those of you who like to do their brows after, it might fall on your foundation and mess it up. So you might want to do your brows prior to foundation application, highlight, contour, and all that good stuff. Okay, but I wanted to show you guys how it looks. Okay, I don't know if you could see that, but the minute I open it, product is falling on my table here. So that just fell. So that's what I'm telling you guys. It is a bit messy, just a bit. I don't know what kind of packaging they can use to fix this. Maybe something that had like a little dispenser kind of brush thing on the end where the product was inside and you just go like that, or you twist it or something, you know, but the pulling out of the tube, the powder just keeps falling. So they might want to really look into changing that packaging. It's up to them. It's not my company. I'm just saying how I feel about the product falling on my desk. Alright, but I do love the color of the brow powders. I do love the highlighting cream palette, the Sunkissed one. And I'm going to show you guys how I put on the Hydra Fluid Foundation, okay? But I have the 3 darkest shade, which the darkest one I'll use for contour. The one that matches me is for all over my face. And the one that's slightly lighter I'll use for the highlighting part. And it's going to be a very natural looking foundation application because that's what I'm going for. It's meant for those who like that natural, bare, glowy, dewy skin look, okay? Not a greasy look, dewy skin, okay? All right, so let me get started. Let me roll up my sleeves. You know, got the face, not really. All right, you guys, so my face is clean. I'm going to use this beauty sponge from Real Techniques. So I'm going to start with the shade that matches me, and I'm just going to apply it to the parts of my face where I want my foundation shade to be, and then the other parts I'm going to use the contour shade. So just so you guys can see, okay? So another thing I do like about it is that it has like a kind of glass see-through tip. It's so cool, okay? And one thing you want to do before you use it is give it a good shake, because it is kind of like a water-based foundation. So you might want to just give it a good shake and then start your application process, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, they say you should put 3 dots where you want it, but yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So I'm just rubbing the product on. It's not a whole bunch I'm putting on, I promise. I'm just kind of spreading it out so it will make it easier for me to, you know, blend it out with the sponge. I tried using it with a brush and I actually did not really like how it looked with the sponge, the brush. So that's why I'm using a sponge to apply it. Okay, all right, here we go. That's definitely a natural look. All right, I'm gonna make sure I wipe off all of the excess foundation that's on there. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with my sponge and just start blending. It gives pretty good light to medium coverage. If you want more of a full coverage, you might want to do some color correcting and layer it up a bit. But you don't want to put on so much that it becomes a cakey mess, you know? Because you got to remember, it's meant for it to look natural and dewy. So if you put on a whole bunch, it might just look sweaty, not dewy. Okay? I tested this out to see if it would change color on me, and it didn't. So that's a good thing. So as you guys could see, it blends in very, very nicely, and I'm just now remembering, I just told you guys to put on your brows before foundation, but we're just going to keep my brows the way they are today. Okay, so I don't know if you guys could tell how that looks, but it's very, very lightweight, like very lightweight. It just gives you more of a clearer complexion without making you look overly done or unnatural. So just looking at myself, it doesn't look like I have any makeup on, which I like, you know. Because I do love a fully glam face, but if a product is saying it's meant to look bare and it actually looks bare, then, you know. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the lighter shade, and I'm going to give that a shake. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this under my eye area where I usually would highlight with a concealer, and it's still gonna look pretty natural even though I'm technically highlighting. I don't want a lot there. Just put a little there. Not a lot of nothing. Okay. I'm just going to go back in with the same sponge and just blend that out. And it blends in really nice. My sponge isn't super wet, so it blends in very nice. So I hope you guys could see that. Okay. If you're going for more of a natural highlighted look, a natural foundation look, you might want to really look into these foundation. If you go to Sephora, you'll probably be able to get a sample and try it out and see how you like it before you buy it, okay? But so far, it does really look pretty natural and bare on the skin. It doesn't look cakey or overly done or anything like that. Like, I just kind of highlighted under my eye with the lighter shade, and it doesn't really look like much on my skin. Okay, so it's all up to you on the coverage that you want. And, you know, if you do have discoloration, you can always go in with a corrector, concealer of your choice, and high dose, and then apply this. All right, so I'm going to use a darker shade. I'm just going to put a bit of that in my highlighting area, just a little bit, okay? I'm just going to put just a bit there because I don't want it to look overly done. That's the point of this product. I'm just going to blend it out. And as you guys could see, it blends in really nice. If you're not into full coverage, like I said, you'll like it. And if you want to look more on the natural side than the overly done side, which I usually do, then you'll like this. You could still have makeup on without looking, you know, like you're going to the club or something. And you're just, you know, trying to go to work. Alright, so that's how it looks on. I don't know if you guys could tell for yourself, but it doesn't really look like anything is on my face. I feel as though my face looks really fresh. It feels refreshed. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like anything's on there. You could probably use a setting spray if you like to make it last longer. But it was pretty good. I had it on for maybe about 8 hours. And it still looked pretty good for a water serum type foundation. Alright, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of finish this off because I want this to be kind of like a neutral look. They also sent me this lip gloss stick. This one is in Berry Pretty. And at first, I wasn't sure if I was going to like this because of the color, because it was so light. But I do like it though. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to put that on my lip. For those who are probably wondering why there's not anything extra, this is more of a natural bare skin type tutorial review, okay? So it gives my lips a little bit of color, but it also gives it moisture, and it still looks very natural. If you want some mascara, they did send me mascara. Before I go ahead and apply my mascara, let me fix my brows. I just did my brows yesterday, actually, since my last tutorial where I show you guys how I groomed them. I just redid that process yesterday, last night actually, and yeah, I was actually getting ready to film a video for you guys, and then I kind of was just like, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing. So, okay. I'm also going to use the Fully Charged Pure Mascara, which I feel as though really does make your lashes look bigger than they are. I'll put a picture right here so you guys could see the difference. I feel as though it might be a little too wet, maybe because it's brand new, but it's a little bit wet for me. Maybe after a couple of uses, it will kind of get a little better. But I'm just going to put just a bit of that to my natural lashes. I don't want to overdo it, but it does waken up your lashes. Doesn't have a lot of clumping, which is also nice. So I'm going to take off some of that extra mascara that's on there and, you know, kind of comb through the lash hairs and spread them out. Oh, I don't know if you guys could tell the difference. It's like lash, no lash. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of this fully charged mascara from Pure to the other side. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I'll get a little closer. You see? Okay. I'm just gonna add some of that. I'm gonna get closer so you guys could see. Let me move my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, and I'm just gonna put some of that on there. It's like putting life onto your lashes, literally. Oh yeah. Who knew my lashes were this long? You know what? I've always felt like I had long lashes, but wearing, you know, falsies whenever I do a makeup look, it kind of makes you forget how long your lashes actually are. And, you know, I don't even wear mascara on a daily like I used to, because I'm like, oh, I'll wear falsies when I do a tutorial for you guys. Oh, that's really pretty. So as you guys could see, it's just a super fresh look, like literally fresh. There's no cakiness, no overdoneness. I feel like I look like myself. I don't look overly done. No one would know that I have on foundation the way this looks. No one. Okay, but you guys just saw me put it on, you know. All right, I'm gonna go in with their cream highlighting palette, and I'm going to use actually the middle shade. Is kind of a rose gold type of color. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that there, just a tiny bit, and just blend it in with my finger. And you can also put this over regular foundation. Okay, I did try it that way to see if it would interfere, and it didn't. So you see that glow right there? That is so pretty. I'm also gonna put some of this on the Cupid's bow area and kind of push out my lip and rub it over my Cupid's bow. When you push it out, the shape of your Cupid's bow gets pushed out. So I don't know if you guys see it. It looks like a little dewy on top of my lip. And it makes the top lip appear fuller. Like I have a small top lip. Got it from my grandma. That's just how my lips are. My mom has both full lips. I have one, like my lips go up. Okay, so I gotta do whatever I got, you know. Gotta make it work. So I'm just gonna put it on the Cupid's bow area to make my top lip appear fuller. Okay. Okay. Now I'm just gonna apply some of this right here. Just a little. You can also apply this to the tear duct area to give it that what do they call that? Strobing look. Because the palette does say that you can strobe with it. So if you're not into like that fully highlighted look, you can definitely use this to strobe. So I'll just put a little bit under my brow, just to brighten up under there. And I'm just using my fingers. You can use a brush if you want to, but since this is a cream palette, creamy type product, I'll use my finger. And it's not even greasy. It has like a creamy powdery consistency. Okay, I'll also put some right here, but make sure if you put it in the bridge part of your area here, the lower part, make sure it's a nice thin line, because if you make it really wide, it's just going to make your nose appear wider than it actually is. So you want to kind of just be real gentle with it. Just put a really tiny amount, just tiny. Okay. That's it. You don't have to do much, okay? Alright, so I feel super dewy. I feel super dewy and stroby. Yeah, you guys saw how easy that was. I still look the same. My skin looks super glowing and healthy without looking overly done. Alright, so if you are a young girl or you're a woman that doesn't really like full coverage makeup, you don't like the feel of heavy makeup, you might want to look into the new Hydro Fluid foundations from Pure. And no, this is not a sponsored video. They just sent me the stuff and I decided to go ahead and do the review for you guys. A lot of people send me stuff, and no, I do not do review for everyone that does send me products. You know, if I really enjoy the product, I will make a video on it. And I do enjoy this foundation. I love the lip product, the lip gloss lipstick thing. I do enjoy the mascara, which I really love. You guys know I love my Wet n Wild Mega, I think Mega Volume Mascara. I love that. The brow powder, I do like the color of the powder. The only thing, the product falls out every time you open it up. So they might want to work on the packaging for that. For the bronzer, I might not be able to use it a lot because it's not dark enough. It simply isn't. It will probably work on my friend Kate, but it wouldn't work on me. So they might want to look into making a deeper toned one, a richer colored one, you know, that's more on the chocolate spectrum, okay, and you know, so everyone else is able to get it. But that will probably work for me, okay. So that's the only thing as far as this. There's a variety of shades in the cream strobing highlighting palettes that will work for women with richer skin tones and women with very, very light pale skin tones. So I'm very pleased with that, and the packaging is just amazing and beautiful. And yeah, so yeah, that was my review tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really wanted to do this for you guys and show you the product and let you know how I felt about it. Let me just put a little bit more of that there. I'm looking at my lip like but yeah, I wanted to show you guys how the product works by putting it on for you while I talk about it. And yeah, that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Definitely check out Pure, and I'll see you all very soon. I love you guys. Bye.